Hi YouTube, how are you guys doing? I hope all is well. This video is very important, might be one of the most important videos that I've ever done, and I've been looking around, and I see bits and pieces of what I'm trying to say, but I don't really see like anyone kind of fully putting it together. So first off, I just want to let you guys know that I don't believe in coincidences. You know, I never have, never will, and a lot of people that claim to be, targeted individuals or, the chosen people are people that claim to be gang stalked. I noticed one thing that is in common with all of us, and that one thing is that we had a UFO sighting, and the other thing is that our parents aren't all the way there. Like, we don't, for some reason, like, we don't really get along with our parents, and I'm here to tell you why that is, okay? So, number one, if you're being gang stalked or you're a TI and you know who you are, you know that you're chosen and undefeatable, you basically already know that nothing is far-fetched at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is far-fetched, and it's really important to keep your mind open, okay? Because if you don't, you'll just keep running into walls of confusion. When you open your mind, you get into more of like a state of common sense. You know what I'm saying? So, first off, I want you guys to know, like, and I told you on my first video, like, when I found out who I was and what was going on, it did start off with the sighting of a UFO, okay? And so with that being said, it's really strange to me how, like, when that happened, and then I started researching, everybody that claimed to be a TI or claimed to be gang stalked had this same weird story about their parents, you know? And everyone has a different story. Like, everyone's parents are different. Some people's parents were on drugs and stuff like that. But that actually wasn't my case. My situation was really weird because my parents were, like, literally almost basically the best parents ever. You know, like, there was a lot of information that they were lacking, and, you know, they still brought me up under Christianity, which is very, very demonic and very dangerous. But, you know, and then the psychiatric drugs and stuff like that. I already did a video prior to this one about narcissistic abuse, but you guys have to understand, when I did that video, it was a few months back, and I wanted to upload it before I uploaded this one. And so, you know, as time goes by, you get more and more information, and you become more enlightened to certain topics. And so, basically, what I'm trying to say, you guys, is that, you know, a lot of you guys watch RFG. I'm going to tag him in this video, but then he talks about the Indigo, Pluto, Scorpio generation being chosen from birth, you know, and we were chosen from birth. And so, I don't understand why people think these things are far-fetched. Like, Gucci Mane could be a clone, or Beyonce can be a clone and put on an MK Ultra, but they won't do that to the parents of the chosen children that came back here to literally take over the whole goddamn surface of the earth. Okay, so you guys have to open your mind. Okay, so it's not a coincidence when I go on YouTube and every single TI, every single person who's gang stalked, every single person has this story about their parents just going apeshit nuts, you know? I'm talking about, my mother took care of me every day of my life, you know? When I went to audition for American Idol, this lady slept outside with me, you know? My father loves me, my mother loves me, and so you guys have to let go, and you have to get into the grieving process, because the elites, which, when I say elites, I mean America has teamed up with China, and you guys have to understand that China has taken over your parents' brains via MK Ultra. And I know it sounds crazy, but you guys, this is the truth, okay? This is why when you talk to them, nothing makes sense. Like, even the gaslighting, the things that they do, the things that they say, it's like, it's not them. Whether they were perfect or not, it's not them. And so, I need you guys to understand, it's time to heal from this. I'm not telling you to never talk to your mom and dad again, mom or dad again, because I still talk to my parents. To keep my soul in a good place, to know that I tried to wake them up as much as I could. But like I said, man, every chosen person has this same story about family members and moms and dads, you know. These people knew how powerful dividing the families of the chosen people, they knew how powerful that shit would be. And so if you don't think your family is targeted by China, you're crazy, okay? Just like you're being gang stalked, it's the same thing, you know. Your family has been targeted. not only targeted, but I wouldn't be surprised if your family members were threatened when you were about 6 years old, man. They could have threatened your parents, kidnapped your parents, cloned your parents, sent them back, you know, put your parents under MK Ultra. That's not a coincidence that so you mean to tell me like every single person who claims to be a T.I. chosen and being gang stalked, their parents just all lost their goddamn minds? Our parents are victims, you know, and it's really sad, but our parents, they are victims of China, bro, communist China. Who's trying to team up with Bill Gates to turn us into artificial robot? China. China. Okay? The Pluto and Scorpio generation is being attacked by fucking communist China. Okay? And they have to take these powers away, which is not going to work. Okay? Would have happened already. And they have to divide your family. And they have to make you feel unloved because they knew that your parents would be the only people there to get you through this time right here. And so your parents are completely spaced out. They're completely blanked out, bro. And it's because of who you are. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just telling you the truth. Don't let these people convince you that your parents don't love you. Don't let these people convince you that your mom and dad hated you from the beginning. Like, I don't think that's what's going on here. I think our parents are victims to death threats. They've been victims and they've been forced to do things, you know? So, like I said, like RFG said, man, the true Indigo, Pluto, and Scorpio generation was born from 1982 to 1995. They knew who we were since birth. Our life is already written, and all they're trying to do is make it difficult. They already know we're going to make it, and they already know we're going to ascend out of here. But they're jealous, and they want to see you basically be in a state of torment until it happens. Okay? And they want to be in fear because they want you to be in fear because they're in fear. Their shit is crumbling. It's falling. And they know that. Okay? So like I said, it's a very difficult situation. Now, me personally, no, I don't trust my parents because I know that they are under MK Ultra. And so I keep my distance. I try to wake them up, like I said, as much as possible. But if you are a TI and if you're being gang stalked and you cannot even talk to your parents for a couple seconds without them completely mentally abusing you, that is not your mom. That is not your dad. They've been put under MK Ultra by communist China. And hopefully, it's a hard pill to swallow, but hopefully this can help you out with your journey. And just think about the good times, you know. Think about the good times with your parents. And like I said, don't ever stop trying to wake them up because that's our job. But you cannot trust these people. You cannot go around them. They're going to be the ones to sell you out, which is not really them, but they're going to be the ones to sell you out. And I want to say something else, you guys. This is crazy. Okay, the last video that I posted about my mother and her narcissistic abuse, it's actually 4 months after that. No, I'm sorry. Way more than that. Oh, my God. Like, actually 9 months after that, you guys, because I just had my first child, okay? I let my mother... This is how I know my mom and dad are under MK Ultra. I let my mother come to the house to see my firstborn, right? Even though after all that drama, you guys, after I dropped that video, I still allow her to come back into my space, right? And so she comes over, everything's perfect, everything's fine. Like, we're having a great time, we're laughing and everything. And remember I told you guys about my stories about the medication that my mother used to put me on because I had ADHD or whatnot, or whatever she used to say, right? And my mom and dad spent a lot of time with me. Like, they spent a lot of time with me in the hospital and trying to put me on different stuff, right? When she came over, everything was great. And then, like, when it was almost time for her to go, we were talking about psychiatric drugs, and I was just telling her, like, why it wasn't healthy. And you know what I'm saying? This stuff is already out. Everyone knows it. The world knows it. The bots even know this, right? Guess what she said, you guys? She looked at me, and she gaslit me really bad. And she's like, when did we ever give you psychiatric medication? That's what she said to me. Like, she asked me, like, when did we ever give... And so you have to understand, you guys, I was on psychiatric medication from age 12 all the way to, like, 16. This was a huge part of my life. And a minor cannot get psychiatric drugs without the permission of an adult. So... You understand, my mom was not perfect, but she would never lie like that, man. Like, so I need you guys to understand, your parents don't hate you. They love you to death. They are victims of communist China, and they have been forced to be put under MK Ultra. This shit is real, man. It's really happening. It's not them. That's not your mom, bro. That's not your mom. That's not your mom. They just want to drive you crazy and make you hate life and make you feel unsupported and all that stuff. Don't let it work. Don't let it work. If your mom and dad don't wake up to what's going on, they weren't meant to. Do not kill yourself over that shit, though. Don't do that. Don't do that, you know? Like I said, nobody is perfect. No one's parents are perfect. Like, it's one thing to have a bad attitude with me or to be on drugs, but no. These people will tell a lie. It doesn't even make sense, and you know that that is not their character. That's not your mama, sweetheart, sweetie cakes. That's not her. So you got, like I said, you got to really think out of the box if you want to get through this. Don't let these people depress you. Don't be afraid to leave. Don't be afraid to just leave and not know where you're going. Don't be afraid to leave with a backpack and 50 cents. I did it. I'm great. Don't be afraid to do it. Okay? Because you were put here. You were chosen. You were put here to fuck shit up. Fuck these devils up. That's what you were put here to do. And they're mad. They're jealous. They're angry. Okay? These people have been ruling over the surface for so long, and now our ancestors are back and they can't take the heat, so they got to get out of the goddamn kitchen, and they're jealous because they have to go underground back into the Caucasus Mountains where they fucking came from, because the only real human being, which young Pharaoh told you this, the only real human being that is not genetically engineered are fucking black people. And they know that. So they want to take you down with them, and they're mad. Okay, they can't enjoy the beach or nothing no more. These bitches are done. Okay? Now, you will see your mom and dad in another lifetime. You will see it. But remember what I told you. That's not your mom, and that is not your dad. You know, Spiritual Soul, he even did a video, and he was like, yeah, man, it's just like the Matrix. Like, Agent Smith, for people who weren't enlightened or didn't understand what was going on, you know, Agent Smith could come and take over their brains. That's what's happening to your parents. They don't hate you. I wouldn't be surprised if your parents were kidnapped and had to do something they didn't want to do to keep you here. Think out of the box. Think out of the box. Okay? So yeah, like I said, TIs, targeted individuals, it's not a fucking coincidence that all of us are on YouTube like, our parents are crazy, they're narcissists. No, they're not narcissists. They're fucking MK'd Ultra by communist China. Alright? And with that being said, I'm going to do another video later. But remember what I said, keep your heart pure, keep your heart clean. Keep trying to wake your parents up, but keep your distance. Even if you see them, now that you know what's going on, you can't be defeated, bro. People get destroyed by lack of knowledge. And when you have a certain knowledge, nothing can defeat you. So with that being said, I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.